So I know I don't normally make these types of videos. I usually just edit and crop down matches of games I play with my buddies, and the stuff I post is mostly meant for myself and my friends to enjoy, but I really wanted to make this video just to see if I can get other people's opinions on the topics I'm about to bring up. So I've been playing a lot of Counter-Strike recently, and I have really been enjoying the game. I think it's really fun and really addicting, and I pretty much never say no when my friends ask me to hop on for a game. However, I have some issues with the game that are really starting to grind my gears, and I wanted to talk about them. The two biggest issues I've been having problems with are smurfing and the ranking system. So when I first started getting into CSGO a few months ago, the first rank I got in comp was Silver 3. I put in a couple hundred more hours since then, and I feel like I've gotten much better at the game than I used to be. My aim is better, my spray patterns and my knowledge of my spray patterns are better, I'm much better at peeking corners, holding lanes, I have much better crosshair placement now, all that good stuff that revolves around being a half-decent CSGO player. And yet, despite that, I went down to Silver 2 like a month or two ago, and I've been stuck there ever since. Now, I am not the best CS player by any stretch of the imagination. I still have a lot to learn, I got a lot to improve on, I'm not perfect by any means. But, that being said, I sure as hell am better than Silver 2. Especially since my first rank was Silver 3, and I was pretty trash when I started playing from there. One of the problems I feel holds back my rank is the ungodly amount of Smurfs that are in Silver. It's gone to the point where I truly believe that barely anyone that actually holds the rank of Silver 1 to 3 really does hold that skill level. And before everyone starts telling me that I'm just whining and that I'm probably just bad, I know the basic skill levels players have within each rank. If a player is in Silver 1 and 2, it usually means that they're pretty new to the game or just don't fully understand how the game works. I watched a game of a friend of mine who has roughly 30 hours in CS rank up to Silver 2, and he plays the game like it's Call of Duty. He just runs around and jumps and moves when he shoots and does all this stupid stuff that you're not supposed to be doing when you play CSGO, and yet he does that all the time. He's Silver 2. I am also Silver 2, and I have roughly 220 hours now in the game, and yet every time I play a game, I run into people just running around one-tapping everyone in sight and doing crazy 180 off flicks like it's nothing. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to improve and rank up when I'm basically playing players that are MG or higher every match that I'm in. It completely ruins the skill curve of the game as high-level players deliberately rank down to feel like a god kicking everyone's ass. I understand that the way you get better at something is by playing against players that are better than you, but that only works on an incremental level. Even though my rank is Silver 2, my skill level probably sits somewhere in the Silver Elite to Silver Elite Master range, so if I want to get better, I need to play against someone who is Gold Nova 1 or 2 and gradually move up the ranks like that. If my skill level is Silver Elite Master and I'm playing against someone that is MG2, the skill gap is way too high and he's just going to kick my ass and walk all over me for the whole game. That would be like putting a pro MMA fighter up against some kid who does jiu-jitsu. It just gets really frustrating after a while, and it really demoralizes me when I run into players like this. Now, even though smurfing is really annoying and it gets to me sometimes, I understand that there's not much that can be done about this. The game is free to play, people have a right to do whatever they want on the accounts that they make, so there's not really much that Valve can do surrounding that. It's just the way it is. It sucks, but it's something that I'm just going to kind of have to deal with. However, there is something that Valve can do, and that is fix the piece of shit ranking system that they currently have. Oh my god, I do not know how many matches I have to play and win to rank up. I play with a small group of friends, and over the past like 9 games we've played, we've only lost 2 of them. And yet somehow I still haven't ranked up to Silver 3, which was, you know, my original rank that I started with when I wasn't even good at the game or had any real grasp of how to properly play it. And this is literally just because Valve has the ranking system also reflect on how much time you spend on the game. So the more you play the game, the more time it takes you to rank up. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think that's pretty fucking stupid. Why the hell am I being punished for sinking a ton of hours into a game that I love? It's absolutely ridiculous that Valve wants to restrict the amount of time I spend playing. I own the damn game. I can play it whenever I want. And also, I don't understand why they would even do that. Wouldn't they be happy that people love their game and spend hours and hours on it? It just doesn't make sense to me. They're also completely unclear as to how their ranking system actually works. I'm just going off of everything I heard online, which is that ranking up relies on wins, and playtime is a factor to consider as well. Other games have perfectly mapped out ranking systems where you can track your progress through the matches you play and how good you play those matches. For example, Rocket League has divisions within its ranks, and typically if you win a match, you move up a division. If you lose a match, you move down a division. You increase by enough divisions, you rank up. There it is. Nice, straight, and simple. You see exactly where you progress along each rank. But Valve's has none of that, and there is no clear indication of what you really need to do to rank up. If Valve reworked their ranking system to be something like Rocket League's and removed the stupid fucking time regulation, I think that would improve the flow of progression in comp significantly. I don't know if they have this already, but personal performance within a game should be taken note of as well. For example, if a player top frags and gets like 10 MVPs for multiple games in a row, they should rank up faster. This could even have an impact on the insane amount of Smurfs that I find in Silver right now. If a DMG is smurfing in Silver, he's obviously going to get 50 bombs every game because he's way better than whoever is in Silver at the time. The ranking system should recognize this and get him out of that rank at a faster rate. These are just suggestions to make the ranking system better, and there are a lot more things Valve can do to improve this. Sorry this was kind of a rant, but I just kind of wanted to get my thoughts on this stuff out there. I love Counter-Strike, but some of this stuff really irritates me. I know that probably no one's going to actually watch this, but if anyone sees this, please let me know what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Were there things I didn't mention? Some facts I don't know about? Or if you've seen me play, do you think I just suck and I'm being a whiny baby? I really don't think that's the case. I probably wouldn't have made this video if I was sure that's the case. I'm pretty self-aware about myself and how well I play games, but let me know if that is the case or if you think that's the case, and yeah, peace.